Good morning, sports fans. How you guys doing? Time to wake up, is it not? Wake up. I'm ready to wake up. How about you? It's morning coffee and sports talk with me, Bob from OddsJam. OddsJam TV and the Sports Nuts with a live fade out. Don't you love my engineering, sound engineering? And it's coffee time, man. That's what it's all about. Got to wake up, get in a good frame of mind. Cheers. Now, there's some of you that might be wondering, where's my coffee cup? There it is. It's in my studio in Salem. I am in St. Louis, Missouri, where you cannot legally bet on sports. They've got to change that here. It's really difficult. I got to head across the river here later on and put my bets in for the day. So, and yes, I will do that. Trust me, I will do that. Don't doubt me on that one, folks, because I will do it. You will see me do something like. Well, that was quite the adventure. I made it through. I got my positive EV bet made. Whew! What a day. Yes. And I try to make videos as I go across the river and make my bets. Yes. Don't forget to sign up and click the links below. You need multiple sports books. Take advantage of the best books in your state. Don't forget about the OddsJam Partner Program. Extremely important. There's a link below there. You share it with your friends. You get 20% of all the revenue that is generated for that. Don't forget about the 3 free bets. 3 free profitable bets emailed to you daily. Sign up on oddsjam.com. All right. Let's do a little recap of last night and see what happened in the world of sports. Let's first in the NBA. The Bucks beat the Sixers 118-116. Giannis with 40 points and a critical block of Embiid late in the game. Fantastic. Bulls beat the Wizards 107-94. DeRozan with 32 points. Nets beat the Pistons 130-123. KD over 40-41. Mavericks beat the Lakers 128-110. And what is this that I saw? Luka Doncic, let's see. He tied Wilt Chamberlain for the 5th most 30-point triple-doubles in NBA history. Honestly, I didn't know that he was going to be as good as he is. I'm kind of surprised. And then the Clippers beat the Jazz with Paul George with 34 points. And, folks, Donovan Mitchell calling a timeout when they were out of timeouts, a la Chris Webber in the Fab Five, huh? In the NHL. Boy, I picked this game wrong, but it was my only loss in the NHL last night. Maple Leafs beat the Bruins 6-4. I did not think it was going to go that high. Austin Matthews with his 49th goal. Lightning beat the Hurricanes in overtime. Steven Stamkos with a power play goal in overtime, and he also had 3 points. Panthers whipped up on the Canadiens 7-4. Man, the Panthers are a very offensive team. Rangers beat the Penguins. Big game by the Rangers last night, 3-2. I think that pulled them ahead of the Penguins in the standings. Islanders beat the Blue Jackets 4-3. Preds beat the Senators 4-1. Saros with 36 saves. Wild beat the Flyers 4-1. Marc-Andre Fleury with his new team, 32 saves. Avalanche beat the Flames 2-1, 2 goals by Nichushkin. And the Stars beat the Ducks 3-2. All right. I know this is a recap, but I do want to go over one thing very, very quickly. Just want to talk about, we've got the Valero Texas Open coming up this week. And there's some favorites that I think are kind of interesting. Jordan Spieth being number 1, plus 1,600. You've got Corey Connors, who actually his first win was here. And you got to remember, he was 6-1 in match play last week. 18-1, top 10 finish plus 200. That might be something to consider. Chris Kirk. Let's see. Keegan Bradley, if he can get his putter going, that's another one. So I just had to talk a little bit about the Valero Texas Open. Golf is upon us on a weekly basis, too. You can't forget that. And it's time for some coffee. Cheers to y'all. Hope you're having a great day. I'm at my daughter and son-in-law's house in St. Louis, Missouri, with my beautiful granddaughter, Laura, who I love. She is such a little sweetheart. And it's just great to be here. And you know, life is good, folks. Life is good. All right. Did you look and see anything about the NFL rules changes? I don't know whether you guys saw them or not. I don't, but basically both teams are going to get, and this for the playoffs, both teams are going to get an opportunity to have possession of the ball. Here's the key. One coach said, you know, if you score a touchdown, you might as well go for two, because if you kick an extra point and the other team goes down and scores a touchdown, they can go for two and win the game. So that's going to make for some interesting strategy come playoff time in the NFL. I just had a text from somebody that said, golf talk, no Tiger? Well, you know, Tiger's not a part of this conversation just yet. Let's wait to see if Tiger can make his way back all the way up. I think it's going to take him a little bit of time. And you know what? Just for him to show up at a tournament is a great thing for the game of golf. By the way, don't forget to sign up and click the links below for the best sports books in your state. You need them. And I am going to share my screen, and we are going to go positive EV, baby. Positive. I know he's playing in the Masters, okay? The Masters isn't here yet. We're not previewing that yet. All right, positive EV. I got guys just on my butt here. All right, positive EV page. Let me refresh here and see what's out there. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been using the positive EV as my cast from the Sports Nuts to kind of solidify player props, especially. I know Mike has been all over the PRA or PAR, which is points, assists, and rebounds, or points, rebounds, and assists, however you want to do it. Plus, some of the points, too. Like, for instance, here's one with the Raptors and the Timberwolves playing. Cat, my boy Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, does he go over 22.5 points? We say yes. We say yes. And the Kelly multiplier says yes, too. And we're going for 58.13% chance of doing this here. We're going to put $10 on Cat. And you know what? I'm going to go across the river and I will put that bet down on Cat later on today. I always look for anything with hockey solidifies, you know, what I'm thinking. And sometimes leads me to a player that I didn't think I would go with. Darlene here, for instance. Over or under 0.5 points. Well, you know, the under looks like the play, and you can get it at plus 116 on FanDuel. So we're going to add the multiplier to this. These guys are just on my butt here, man. You should never have friends. Friends shouldn't text friends when you're trying to do a live show. All right. So there we go. Let's look at the bet tracker, which is, by the way, free from OddsJam. And it is a great tool to show what you are doing and what your profit is and all that. So I just added 2 bets. There they are right there. There's the Darlene bet on FanDuel plus 116, $10 stake. 2160 payout. Here's my boy Cat. I call him Cat. I don't know what you guys call him, but that's what I call him, Cat. On DraftKings minus 125, $10 bet gets you $18. And you can see here are some of my wins and losses from last night. There they are right there. Look at that. That's 4-1, baby, in the NHL. My NHL picks are on fire. You need to check out my videos. And by the way, while I'm here, before we even go any further, can you guys do me a favor? Can you like and subscribe? Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. We need you. We need more people to be into what OddsJam is doing. I almost called you FanDuel. OddsJam is great. And look at this. This is completely 100% free. And it grades your bets, your bet tracker. There's me, $334 profit, $90 in pending bets, 3.9% return on investment in my completed bets. 54.9% of the bets I placed had beat the closing line value. That's awesome. And here's profit over time. As you can see, week 12 is getting ready to inch past week 11 because hockey has been on fire. And then you can see by book, here by sport, hockey and basketball. Right now, I'll be getting into a lot of baseball later. You can look forward to those videos on this YouTube channel also. And then normal and positive EV bets. There you go. There is the bet tracker, 100% free on oddsjam.com. And it's time to have a sip of coffee, I think. What do you guys think? Cheers. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Please like and comment on anything. Okay. So I had a discussion the other day. Actually, yesterday. I'll get back to that in a second. Let me talk about what's coming up in today's sports, because this next subject, it really has got me ticked off. All right. Let's look in the NBA for what marquee matchups we have going on here tonight. There's actually a few games that have some interest. Dallas is at Cleveland. That's a very important game as far as playoff implications are concerned. We've got Miami at Boston, another big game, but there's only one game separating those two teams. Minnesota at Toronto, very, very big game. And you've got Phoenix at Golden State. With Chris Paul back, what's going to happen in this game? Because the Warriors have been falling apart. In the NHL, there's really only one game with any kind of playoff implications, and that is the Kings at Edmonton. Kings have been going downward. They've been on a little downward spiral lately. Hopefully, they're going to get their act together. All right. So that's got me ticked off. You know what? It's time to talk about Bob's opinion. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Bob's opinion. What do you think? Is that a good one? I know Randall has heard enough of my opinions over the years to probably give him nightmares. Bob's opinion. It's too bad Bob can't spell right. All right, look. I'm a St. Louis fan. Cardinals, Blues. There you go. I corrected it. Cardinals, Blues. So the Cardinals, and I've talked about this. They signed Albert Pujols, who started his career with the Cardinals. Fantastic. The 11 years with the Cardinals, if you look at him, 8 years of over 1,000 OPS, which is unheard of, by the way. Averaged over 30 home runs and over 100 RBIs and 100 runs scored, every year. Okay. 3 MVPs, All-Star, the whole 9 yards. So there are people out there that think that because the Cardinals signed him, that he's taken a spot of a younger player, okay? This is a 1-year deal. The Cardinals, these kids had an opportunity. Yepes being one of them. He was 3 for 16. They know it's short spring training. They were trying to solidify the right side of their bench. They had already gotten a left-handed hitter. They wanted somebody who could hit left-handers. Look at Dave Roberts from the Dodgers. They used him last year in this situation, which the Cardinals are going to use him in. The guy had over a 900 OPS against left-handed pitching. There's nobody on the Cardinals bench that was going to do that. So now you got somebody that is, he's got a track record, and it's a recent track record, right? Then on top of that, let's go a little step further. The guy is in unbelievable shape. He's been working out. He went and played winter ball. He's ready. So Adam Wainwright from the Cardinals, there was a tweet last night, and he didn't tweet it, but a reporter tweeted it out that was talking to Wainwright, and he said, Albert can help this club in a lot of ways. For instance, all these guys were showered and, getting packed up and ready to go, and Albert and Yadier Molina from the Cardinals were going to the batting cage. And these kids, these younger players, decided to get their uniforms back on and go to the hitting cage and hit too. You know why? Because they've got one of the greatest hitters in the history of baseball. If you don't think one of the greatest hitters in the history of baseball can impact your team by just being there as a possible player coach, you're nuts. You don't know anything about the sport. Get off this. You could have used that $2.5 million to sign Trevor Story. $2.5 million wasn't going to sign Trevor Story. Okay. So for all of you people out there that think this is a bad move, this is an iconic move. It is a great move. Number 5 is being worn in St. Louis again by the greatest right-handed hitter I have ever seen in my lifetime, and I'm 63 years old. And yes, I'm putting him ahead of Hank Aaron as a hitter. Yes. Even though his time in Anaheim was not what it was at St. Louis, folks, his time in St. Louis is iconic. You go look it up. Go pull up Albert Pujols statistics, and you look at those first 11 years in St. Louis. You will not find anything like it. You can take your Bryce Harper. You can take your Cody Bellinger. You could take your Freddie Freeman. You could take your Nolan Arenado, who I love. Albert Pujols, number 1. And that's it. That's my opinion for today. I hope you guys didn't think I went a little overboard there, but I'm very passionate about it. That's it. Show's over. But that doesn't mean you can't wake up, right? You got to wake up. Wake up, folks. Have fun at work, whatever you're doing today. Taking care of kids, cleaning the house, or making more videos like I will be. We'll see you tomorrow. Or actually, you know what? We'll see you later. 6:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Central Time. Last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. No midday show. Midday show tomorrow. We'll see you later.